Okay, boys, we're back with another slideshow, right? And yeah. So today it's more if I could start over in my lifting journey, what I would do from the get-go. Yeah. So yeah, anybody starting out lifting, anybody who's maybe a beginner, and anybody can really watch this and take some tips from it, because yeah, there's some advice in here. So alright, first point is splits. So you the most common splits will be push-pull legs or Arnold, and the things that I gotta say about those is there's too much volume in each day. So a lot of the time you're doing hella exercises on every muscle, and you're hitting like 3 muscles each day, but yeah, you're just doing hella volume on each, and then there's too many days, and that kind of correlates with frequency sucks. So there's too many days in comparison to the frequency. So in these two splits, it's 6 days a week, and the frequency is 2 times a week, and frequency meaning how many times you're hitting each muscle a week. So this is not it's not bad, but it's not good at all, really. And now what to do instead? So there's upper, lower, and full body every other day. And now if you're just starting out the gym, like if you're a beginner, I'd say do full body every other day, because this is where you're gonna get the most optimal gains, really, because you're hitting frequency 3 times a week, and you're still pretty weak, so your CNS won't get fried from doing too much weight every other day, because you're hitting your entire body. So the workouts are gonna be long, but you're also only in there for 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and then now later on, when you're actually when you actually have built your base, you got some pretty decent size, pretty decent strength, you would want to do upper, lower, because here it just allows you split full body up to 2 days. So you could either do 4 days in the gym now and then frequency on 2, or you could up it to 6 days at gym and then frequency on 3. The only thing, if you're doing the 6 days a week, you have to have a very good split, very personalized split that will allow you to not getting burned out, because you're doing upper body 3 times a week and lower body 3 times a week, and the frequency here is actually very good, because you're in the gym most days with 1 rest day, and then if you didn't know, your muscles, the optimal range of hitting it is every 48 hours. So that's every other day. So when you're doing upper, then lower, then upper, you're hitting the 48-hour mark on the upper day, and then the same on legs, obviously. And yeah, and then you could also decide if you maybe wanna have a more upper dominant physique, or your legs is lagging. You can do upper, lower, upper, and then rest, and then upper, lower, upper, and then rest, right? Or you could do lower, upper, lower, rest, lower, upper, lower. And this, you don't have to, you could just do the upper, lower thing, but if you really want to get your upper or lower up, you could do this instead, while still hitting the other part of the body. So yeah, this is just better gains overall, more frequency, more gains, really. And then volume mistakes. So a lot of the time you'll hear do 3 sets of 12 reps, which is it's pretty shitty advice, to be honest, and quite often it's the gym unk that will tell you this is advice. Is the old guy in the gym. Some will even say 4 sets of 12, which is actually outrageous, and yeah, just don't listen to that. So this is a lot of junk volume, because first of all 12 reps is it's just unnecessary, because think about it, the actual reps that will help you build muscle, or the last 4 reps. So that means half of the reps that you're actually doing is just building up fatigue for no reason. So yeah, that's like just fatigue maxing at its best. And then, you know, people say this and then keep still the same amount of sets and exercises in, and it's just like more does not equal better, because, you know, you're gonna get fried, your CNS is gonna get absolutely cooked, and like your body can only recover from so much when you're natural. So yeah, so what to do instead? Do not four sets, do 2 sets of 4 to 6 reps, and I go to failure, but you could do 1 rep in reserve if you really want to. But yeah, I just think going to failure is much more fun, and yeah, I think 1 rep in reserve might be better for overall gains, but I haven't looked too much into it. And a lot of people, when they hear this, they're gonna be like, that's almost training like a power lifter, and I mean, it kinda is, to be honest. But you know, when you're doing this, you also kinda wanna focus on adding weight or reps. So that being, let's say you got incline bench press, you're doing 80 kg for 5 reps. The next week you want to get maybe 82 kg for like 5 reps, or just 80 kg for 6 reps, something like that, you know, just progressive overload. And then exercises, this is like more the exercises you're choosing to do in your split. So the most important here is consistency. Pick a few exercises that you're actually sticking to. So don't go in and then do pec deck one day and then do like some weird cable fly the other day. Like, just choose some exercises that you're actually gonna do. Alright, sorry, my brother just called me. But yeah, so you want to be consistent with your exercises. Don't switch them out all the time. And then on big muscle groups like your back and chest, you know, your quads, stuff like that, you want to do like 2 to 3 exercises. And yeah, like, it's pretty simple. Just do 2 to 3. Let's say you're doing back, you want to have like a pull down, and then you probably want to have an upper back row. And now you don't really need much more than that, to be honest. I mean, obviously, if you're doing Arnold or push-pull legs, you're gonna have to do more, because you're not hitting the same frequency. So you're gonna do more volume in each day, and that will still be worse. So yeah, man, just switch up all over if you're not already. But yeah, so switch, like, just pick 2 to 3 exercises on chest and back. Stuff like just big muscle groups, you kind of get it. But and then yeah, just stick with it, dude. And then stuff like biceps, tricep, calves, abs, like small muscle groups, you only need 1 exercise. And you might be like, so you're telling me I'm only gonna do 2 sets of biceps every day? Yes, bro, like, just please trust me, because what you've been told is, yeah, do like pick 3 like exercises for your arms, and then like stuff like that, right? And you really don't need to, because if you're just like doing the 2 sets, 4 to 6 reps to failure, you're gonna grow, and it's only a matter of time. And just because you're doing fucking 4 sets extra of biceps each day does not mean you'll grow any better. You will actually grow worse. So yeah. And then sleep. Everybody knows sleep's very important. For one, this is when your growth hormone is released, and especially if you're a teenager, maximizing your sleep is one of the most important things that you could actually do, because as everybody knows, when you're a teenager, this is where you know, human growth hormone is actually at its peak, as any other hormone is. So when you're sleeping, this is where all your hormones are in check and, you know, getting released. So you really want to try and reach that you know, good sleep, deep sleep. And then, you know, it's just better for recovery. How are you gonna, you know, like, progress in the gym if you're getting 5 hours of sleep? Like, you want to aim for around 8 to 9 optimally, but 7 is also fine. But like, if you can get 8, get 8. if you can only get 7, that's fine. But if you're going under 7, like you gotta take some naps or something, because like you gotta really prioritize sleep. This strength, it also correlates with how are you gonna get stronger when you're sleeping 5 hours a night. So yeah, it's gonna make you stronger, pumps getting fuller, recovery and growth hormone. Alright, and next up is bulking mistakes. And what I mean by this is, at least me, when I was starting out lifting, I just heard, okay, you gotta bulk to build muscle, right? And then I bulked up till I was actually like fat as fuck. I can throw a picture up. Some of y'all might be misinformed and thinking, okay, the number on the scale is going up, and most of that is fat, obviously, and then you're thinking, okay, I'm gaining so much muscle while most of it is just fat, and like you're gonna look like shit, dude, and even your hormones are getting shittier, and then you're just gonna have to cut for longer. So I mean, there's pretty much zero upsides from this, so please do not dirty bulk. I mean, you're putting on strength really quick, but dude, you're you're just gonna get fat as fuck, and then you're gonna have to cut for a long time. So yeah, solution to this is lean bulking, where you take your maintenance calorie, and find this on just search out calorie maintenance, and then it will pop out on Google, and then you're just gonna have to up this by 100 to 200 calories, and then just follow the rule of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and you'll actually build muscle while not getting fat. And you could maybe even be like Adam Yu, man, and you see like he stayed natty up until then. Like now he's not natty anymore, but he stayed natty, and then he even stayed lean while getting like big as fuck. And obviously that's great genetics, but I'd say that's the best way to do it. And yeah, bro, this is the blueprint on how to actually become big. And yeah, man, try to make a little more informative video once again. Hope you guys like it, and yeah, comment down anything you guys want to hear about, anything you guys want to see. Like, yeah, man, just any recommendations you guys got for videos you want to see, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and then like the video, because it actually really helps. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.